Hello everyone and welcome back to another video today. Today's video is going to be what if Izuku had a plague doctor quirk, or Izuku had quirk plague doctor. So yeah, anyways, let's get into the video. So yeah guys, let's do this. So yeah, Izuku's family is wealthy because they're both doctors. Ingo's a nurse, well, a heart surgeon. Well, yeah, basically both of them are heart surgeons. So yeah. Anyways, continue on. Izuku is basically a reflection of them, but the only thing is that they could not have kids. Actually, no. Well, they can. It's just they never really wanted to. So yeah. So when Ingo became pregnant, they tried abortion, but nothing ever worked. So when Izuku was born, they didn't leave him. They just mainly abandoned him in their house. Now, they were really well-known doctors, saving people's lives a lot, saving people from cancer that other people thought is impossible. And it's a really low cost to actually get their help. So people bat an eye when. So people don't bat an. I think the expression is don't bat an eye at what they see Izuku. So yeah, Izuku was mainly abandoned a lot. Left at the house when it's his birthday. Left at the park when it's his birthday. Left at Chuck E. Cheese. Oh, well now it's sad. Left at Chuck E. Cheese with $1 and paid pizza. So yeah, but still, no one batted an eye. So yeah, Izuku is just depressed. So yeah, Izuku now. So Izuku, when he turned 7, he thought maybe if he gets into what his parents did, maybe he can have a relationship with them. So he did, but he was not into anything like them. He was into medieval plagues and everything, the pestilence, you may say. But now Izuku wanted to get the traditional doctor look. He got a plague doctor mask, robes, and hat. So yeah, he got the uniform and everything. He even has a doctor's stick. So yeah, Izuku does his own research, but his parents never keep on saying his research is obsolete to theirs. So yeah, Izuku then did something he always hated: stealing. He was able to copy his parents' work and make it his own. He then went door to door and sold the cure for cancer for free. So yeah, everything Izuku ever wanted, revenge, is now his. Selling a product that they made, but when they finally made it, people stopped depending on him. So he had a short time of happiness. Now, ever since Izuku's quirk manifested, People called him a villain because of what is called plague doctor, a medieval doctor that makes things worse for patients. But unlike any other doctor, he's really good at his work. Izuku always carries a bag around him with equipment that he needs for patients. So yeah, they do not. So yeah, until Izuku gets the idea, they won't know he's gone if he were to just leave. They hardly care about him. So what would be the difference to just leave on them? Izuku packed up everything he needs and headed out. And what is known is mainly as the villain city. A place far out from the city where basically it's a place far out from the city where heroes don't go. So yeah, because there's a huge concentration of villains that hide out there. So if they even were to go, they don't think they could defeat them all. So yeah, they asked All Might to do so, but he even said he couldn't be able to do that because of how much of a concentration of villains there are. So yeah, even Endeavor is a little bit scared of going there. So yeah, Izuku just searches for debris from explosions that are caused by the villains, and starts building his own little fort. He takes out a pillow, a blanket, and sleeps under that fort. So yeah, Izuku goes around the city every day to go get some money for dinner. And if he has enough, he'll get some other things to share with the city. So yeah, basically they have their own jobs, but are secret villains. So yeah, if they're lucky enough, they might even get enough to get a hotel so they can clean up. So yeah, Izuku is just one of the best of the villains there. In fact, some of them even question why he's even here. So yeah, Izuku. So yeah, one day Izuku was sneaking around the town as he saw a pizza delivery man giving some pizza at a house, and he saw the car door was open. Izuku snuck in and grabbed a bag full of pizza boxes with pizza inside. He ran back to the basically settlement of villains. So yeah, the villains started eating their food. The food that they have. So yeah. And every single time Izuku brings in more money and more everything. So yeah. Now, they're always angry with each other and rowdy. But that was mainly because they had something that someone wants and other things that other ones want. So yeah. So yeah. Soon they actually were able to make it into a small village. So yeah. Basically there was 100 villains. And soon they were able to make it in a small village and then a town. Everyone has their own occupation, and Izuku is basically the doctor. The doctor that they need. So yeah, they stopped going out in the city and just waiting for people to pass by. So yeah, a small, basically little church thing was opened up where they can believe in all their beliefs. They're free from. They are free from the bonds of society. There's no law here. They're just okay with everything. You don't break anything. You don't destroy stuff, steal, or anything. So yeah. And they all thank Izuku for this, since he was brought in a lot of money from his job as working as basically a plague doctor, and as well as stealing something. So yeah, they all contributed to everything. So yeah, then they had to make rules: no villainy and no heroism. So yeah. No heroism, no villainy. And the last rule: quirks are allowed to be used. So yeah, people started going there to train their quirks because it's basically a big area that used to be much of a forest, but they chopped down a lot of trees to actually get supplies. Basically, the land was basically not even found, and they just stay there. Wait a minute, guys. People start going there because it's an open land and everyone can do everything they want. So yeah, coming there, and once they see villains, so yeah, they start looking for villains there because, hey, new settlement opened up, so there must be villains. But guess, surprise to be surprised, it's called Villain City. So yeah, they had basically. So yeah, they had once the police found out about this, the nearby police, they asked some heroes to come with them to basically raid the city, look for any drugs, anything. So yeah, they had basically Aizawa, Eraserhead, as a Mike Midnight, Mirko, um, Endeavor, Mountain Lady, and a lot of heroes. Basically, they had a lot of heroes come there, so they were ready to actually raid the place. And when they started looking, and they rode in and just started controlling everyone there. So yeah, basically the heroes started breaking things, looking for anything. The people there that lived there were scared. So yeah, Mirko started destroying the walls, looking for anything. Kamui Wood, Kamui Woods was basically rounding up people and putting them in the streets. Izuku watched from the alleyway as he then made a tranquilizer and threw it at Kamui Woods. So yeah, Kamui then fell asleep as the police started just pointing their guns at the people. Once the heroes left, they actually felt bad because the only thing they did was destroy. They did things that villains would do. They found nothing. No sign of drugs. Nothing. Now they had Izuku. They were able to grab Izuku for basically being able to take down a lot of the heroes there. Mirko was able to stop him by kicking him into a wall. So yeah. Now, the reason why Izuku mainly stays there is because of what he actually provides for the environment there. You see, in this one area of Japan, there's actually a lot of locusts and a lot of pests. So yeah, when they started making farms, Izuku was able to manipulate them to be able to control them so they can get away. So yeah. Now this went into court as the heroes that did this started feeling bad for what happened. But a lot of the heroes that didn't feel a thing. They said they were villains once, so it's possible they could have been villains again. I say we wait each month to actually go over there so that we can rate it again to make sure there's nothing left. So yeah. Izuku was at the Izuku was at a stand as the judge started asking him about things about the people there. Izuku started naming them out from address, first name, and last name. Well, he just started naming out their villain names since that's what they called each other. They call each other by their villain names, or once was their identity as a villain. But now that they changed, they just stick with the names since that's all they ever been called. They don't really care. Izuku starts naming up about their occupations. So yeah. Then the judge asks him for Izuku's name. Izuku thinks back to all the names everyone told him. Little bro, and everything. A lot of nicknames they gave him. But not bad ones like Deku. Good ones. So yeah. They allowed Izuku to keep his face covered with his clothing. All his body covered by his clothing. As Izuku just said, Plague. My name's Plague. That's all I'm ever called anyways. So yeah. Then the heroes start questioning Izuku more about what's his name. This question keeps on being brought up. As Izuku just is nonchalant about it and just says no. That's all the only answer he ever gives to that question. So yeah. Izuku then just does not care anymore. He says that they have not done crime for years. For around 3 years, we built that civilization for us, for others like us. It's a home for villainous quirk users. That's why it's called Villain City. So yeah. Izuku then looks at the hero that made the discovery of the Villain City. says, "You did not go through the gates of the city. You thought that we were just gonna be some hooligans, all that. Just think of doing harm to people. Yet, what did you do to us?" As basically the hero just says harm. Because that's what you people get. We cannot trust people like you. Like what? What do you mean by people like us? People with villainous quirks. We cannot trust them. Izuku then sits back in the chair. He says, I see. Am I the only one to notice that the Pro Hero 13 has a villainous quirk? As a lot of heroes start arguing with Izuku, saying it's not villainous quirk, until they just get up and say it's true. It is a villainous quirk. It's called black hole. The student starts spilling out everything about that would identifies a black hole. So yeah. Izuku decides. So yeah, after the court was done, the city was officially named a city. And is actually a good place for villains to go to if they want to basically to change. So yeah. Sorry about this, guys. So yeah, guys, continuing on. So yeah, Izuku. So then heroes are around a lot, switching out shifts and going home. That's all they do. So yeah. So yeah. Izuku keeps on telling them to go back to where they belong. In a city where they can judge others without getting looks. So yeah. They hardly ever just... So yeah, Izuku is mainly the only one that ever just walks around and does not give a hero the look. Anyways, guys, that's the end of part 1. Hope you guys like it, and bye.